That winter, my mother said, "Stay away this year. We've moved on." My sister texted after, "He doesn't mingle with failures." Maybe they were right. But I parked outside anyway, headlights fading into the frost, staring at the warm blur of laughter through glass. I hadn't seen that house in years. Not since I became the ghost they decided was better forgotten. My phone still showed her message. "Don't come. You'll only make things awkward." The same woman whose bills I paid, whose roof I saved. Family, yet strangers. Inside, voices overlapped, cheerful and hollow. My sister's laugh cut sharp through it all, rehearsed and polished. Mom's tone followed, polite but edged with guilt. For a second, I almost drove off. Then I didn't. I wanted to see who they'd become without me. I waited until they were all seated. The window lights spilled out like golden lies. I opened the door. Conversations froze mid-breath. Mom's smile twitched, the kind that hides panic under performance. "You weren't supposed to—" "I know," I said. "Merry Christmas." She tried to recover, stammering about how next year would be easier. My sister just rolled her eyes. "Still dramatic, huh? It's a holiday, not therapy." I laughed softly. "Where's that boyfriend you brag about?" "He'll be here soon," she said. "Don't make this weird." The irony was sweet enough to taste. 2 years earlier, I'd hired a man named Daniel Reeves. Clever, smooth, the type who could charm a deal out of thin air. I trained him, trusted him, until one day he vanished. No call, no notice. A week later, my company lost millions. Our strategy had been leaked to the same firm Daniel joined. I said nothing. I waited. Revenge, after all, is an art form. Months passed. Then my sister posted a photo, her, glowing, wrapped around Daniel's arm. "My forever man," she'd captioned. That's when it all clicked. The new car, the new confidence, the sudden silence from Mom. He wasn't just her boyfriend. He was their validation. They didn't know that 3 weeks ago I quietly acquired the firm he worked for, through silence, not noise. Which meant Daniel worked for me again. Only this time, he didn't know it. When he arrived that night, his voice carried that same self-assured tone I used to admire. I didn't look up right away. Then I heard the pause. "Sir?" he whispered. His face turned white. My sister blinked. "Wait, you two know each other?" "Oh, quite well," I said. "He used to be one of mine." Daniel stammered. "This is a coincidence." "No," I said. "It's a circle finally closing." Mom's fork clinked against her plate. My sister's grin faded into fear. I leaned back. "You've heard about the fraud probe, right? The one that started in your department, Daniel?" Her head whipped toward him. "What's he talking about?" He didn't answer. Couldn't. I spoke evenly. "The accounts are frozen. Charges are pending. Everyone involved will face it." Then I looked at her. My sister, who'd once called me a nobody. Turns out, I only despise liars. Truth doesn't explode. It erases. Daniel tried to speak, but his silence confessed more than words could. Her hand slipped away from his. Mom's eyes shimmered with regret, realizing too late which son carried weight and which carried noise. I stood up. "You wanted me invisible," I said. "Tonight you got your wish." I walked out. The air hit sharp, honest, clean. Outside, snow began to fall, the kind that mutes the world. I lit a cigarette, something I'd quit long ago, and watched the smoke spiral upward. Revenge wasn't sweet. It was still, precise, necessary. Inside that house, the truth was quietly eating away at the fantasy they built. Daniel would face the storm of consequences. My sister would spend months pretending she never knew, and my mother would learn what silence costs. Some lessons arrived too late to be forgiven. As I reached my car, my phone buzzed. A message from Daniel. "Please, let's talk." I typed back 2 words. "We did." Then I drove off, past the glowing lights, past the portrait of a family that no longer existed. For the first time in years, I didn't feel excluded. I felt free. If this story hit something deep, hit like and stay with winds of thought for more tales that echo after silence.